Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Rainy and this is the Enchanted Planner. Okay, today we are starting a Canva tutorial series. Today we're going to go through a simple, easy to follow, step-by-step way to create functional boxes in Canva for your planner. So first things first, what is Canva? Canva is a free online desktop publishing software that you can use to create pretty much anything your creative, pretty little head can think of. Canva has both a free version and a paid version. The main difference is there's some elements available in the paid version that they aren't available in the free. But otherwise, the free version is rather sufficient and you can do a lot of things with it. But let's go through and I'll show you the pricing for the Pro, which is what they call it. It's only $17 a month Canadian. I think it's like $13 a month US. And I look at it like it's half the price of a sticker book, really. And right now they have a free trial. I'll leave a link in the description. It's an affiliate link for Canva. But if you're thinking about joining Canva, I'd greatly appreciate it if you'd use my affiliate link. So let's get started. Yeah, in your case, you'd have to sign up if you don't have an account. Or in my case, I'm going to log in because I do have an account. All right, we're in. So we're going to come up here to create design. And we're going to choose letter. You can do custom sizes if you'd like. I just recommend, don't forget, change it to inches instead of pixels. But for today, we're going to use the 8.5 by 11. Once we're in here, you'll notice on the left-hand side, there's templates, elements, uploads, text, photos, and styles. We're going to be working in elements today. You can search for anything you'd like in elements, but additionally, they have some pre-done stuff as well, like grids and charts and graphs and whatnot. We're going to be working in lines and shapes. So now there's two ways you can do this. One is easier than the other. You can use the these fully shaded boxes and come up here and you can edit the border weight up or down to what you want. And then you could change the center into white, right? So it now looks like a regular vertical box. You can change the corner rounding, sorry. I don't usually do it this way, but it can be done this way. The way I do it gives a little bit of a thinner border, but again, you can adjust the border size. You can adjust the type of border on it. So you can make it fancy if you want to, or some designs on it. Like these are kind of fun if you were doing something like a race car spread, but you can change all of this in here, right? The way I'm going to do it today creates a little bit of a thinner and easy. I don't know. I've just always done it this way. So we're going to come down here to this guy. And they come up by default in purple. I don't know why, but I'm not complaining. Purple happens to be my favorite color. So by grabbing the corner here, you'll notice these numbers pop up, which is width and height. Happy planner stickers are 1.5 inches wide. We're going to adjust the height by using the bottom here. Sorry, I just have to move my paper out of the way. There we go. Okay, so we're going to start with the skinny boxes. Now, the skinny boxes are 0.5 high. They're the little guys. Now, because I'm lazy, we're just going to copy and paste this guy and bring him down underneath. And then we're going to size this one into the quarter box, which is 0.7. And then we're going to copy him and paste him. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do, although it wouldn't have made much difference. And then we're going to you see you see these numbers popping up now. These indicate that I am completely evenly spaced between my boxes and that I'm centered. So you see, if I pull that out of line, now my red line disappears. But if I bring it back, I'm now centered. These lines indicate the grid lines are the printing space, although I find I can go over them and there's not really any issue with it, but it gives you a guide to know where you need to stay within the boundaries and borders. Okay, so this guy is going to be sized as a third of a box, and that makes him 1.2 high. Come on, mouse, work with me. There we go. Next one up is my favorite size box. And again, my numbers pop up indicating I am evenly spaced and I am centered. This guy is my favorite because he's the 1.5 by 1.5. He's my square. And the next box we're going to create is the full vertical style box, which is 2.5 inches high. And the next one we're going to create is a double box. So by moving this guy over beside his friend, this means we're going to take this to 3 inches wide. And now we have a double box. Next one on the agenda is a sidebar box. Now, Happy Planner does 2 sizes of sidebar boxes. One is 5 inches long, and the other is 7.5 inches long. And this sidebar is the one that will run the entire length of the planner page, like by the, not the entire length of the planner page, but you know, where the, oh my goodness, where the actual layout is. It will take up the entire sidebar, whereas this one gives you space to put something else in the sidebar. This one does not. All right, so we've now done how to create the sizes. If we want to move them as one unit, we're going to highlight the entire thing, and then we can move them around as one unit. If we want to duplicate, again, we're just going to copy and paste. Nice and simple. Now I'm going to add a second page here, and we're just going to move a few things out of the way because I'm going to show you the next thing that's very, very useful. And that is how to easily duplicate this. So we're going to just drag our mouse and highlight all of them. And we're going to copy and we're going to paste. And we're going to paste. Now it's going to start popping up with numbers that let me know that I am individually spaced again vertically. And there we go again. Now I can move all of these as one unit and bring them into the center of the page. I can also shift them down to find the other center, which would be the horizontal center. But in this case, we're just going to leave these guys up here in the center. Okay, so we've talked about how to create the size. Now we've talked about how to duplicate them. The next thing we're going to talk about is how to change the colors. We can also change the size of the document by this slider down here, which makes it easier if you're working with finer things like little tiny corner pieces. But right now, what we're going to do is we're going to change the color of these boxes. So as it's autumn, I'm going to go with some autumn colors. So you're going to come up here and you're going to click this square. And you have options like my branding kit is in here, so ignore that. But there is some stuff that comes up by default in the bottom. You can type in the color you're looking for. In this case, we'll go with orange, and it will bring up suggestions from what it has within the design space on color combinations and variations. So let's go with this guy. And we click on that, and now our box is orange. You can also come up here and you can hit the plus sign and put in a hex code if you'd like, or if you've chosen orange, in this case purple, you can change the colors by dragging this around and it will display it up in this little box here on what that color is going to look like. Next up, if we want to change multiples of them to the same color, we're going to highlight them all. And now if you look up here, it'll tell me that I've got 3 colors going. I've got this orange, this sort of lavender color, and then that more vivid purple. But let's change these all to black. We just changed all of them to black all at once. The other way we can play around with color in here is by going over to Elements again and typing in something like autumn leaves or something of the like, and putting one of these images onto the page. because now if we go over to the color section and we scroll down a bit, Canva has detected that there is an image on this page, and it has now given you the colors that exist in that image. So you can change this box to match one of the colors in that leaf. Alternately, you can, actually, let's go back to elements for a second. Let's choose these guys, and we're just going to make them a bit smaller. So we can also use the color picture feature. So if we come up to our box and go back into the color section, we're going to go to the plus sign, and we're going to come to the eyedropper, because I can now use the eyedropper and hovering over, and I can grab the color from the actual image that I want, which will now change that box to that color. So see what I mean? Like, there's so much fun that can be done. And now, because that color has already been used, it will show up in here under the document colors. So what else can we do with these wonderful boxes? Well, we're going to play a bit. We're going to do some decorating in these boxes. So we're going to just resize these down a bit, and we're going to stick them into the corner of the box. Let's put you there. Now, we have semi-layered two elements together. The problem is if we go to move this box, that will stay where it is. So I'm going to show you how to group them together. So you're simply going to run your mouse over and highlight, come up here to group. Now this will move as one piece. The same with this one over here. We're going to group it. It will move as one piece. If we wanted to add some decorative border within our boxes, let's go over here and grab this guy because I've used him recently. We're going to come over here to this, these arrows, and we're going to rotate these to a 90-degree angle, and we're going to resize them, and then we can fit them in the corner of that box. If we wanted to repeat this process, we're going to copy and we're going to paste. And then I'm going to rotate this one again, 90 degrees. And then I can put him into this corner down here. And again, because these are three separate elements, you see hover 1, 2, and then 3 for the box, we need to layer them. We need to group them together to ensure they stay as one piece. Because this way now, if I copy this image and I paste it, it takes the entire thing instead of just one or two of the elements, right? So let's get rid of that guy. So what else can we do in here? If you wanted to add a header to your box, you're going to come over here to the text function and choose one of those. I mean, these are pretty fancy for just headings, but we're going to play with one of these guys because we're going to make this say today. And then you can come up here and you can change the font to whatever strikes your fancy. And then you're going to put that, and that line indicates that it is in the middle of the box. You can use the up and down arrows on your keyboard as well to move things up. I find sometimes the down and up arrows work a little bit better than the mouse to get things where I want them into place. We wanted to copy and paste, and we're going to do, let's do this one for a plain box, and we're going to put in important. Oops, let's not do that. Okay, so now we have a header in that box. And again, you can size them as you see fit, as big or as small as you want them within your boxes. Now here again, we need to come and we need to group them. So if we go to move this box, it all moves together as one piece. And again, with this guy here, group. And then again, it moves together all as one piece. So see, there's a lot of flexibility and a lot of versatility in Canva. And that is why I absolutely love this program. I love this program. So this is video 1 of several that will be coming out in a series on Canva tutorials. These tutorials are meant strictly for using a regular printer and either printer paper or label paper / sticker paper. If you're looking for tutorials that are relative to using Canva and your Cricut, I'm going to suggest you go over and head to Di's channel at Creative Karma Designs, because she has been doing a series on Canva tutorials relative to using the Cricut. So she's got a much better vantage point on Cricuts, because I don't have one. I don't have a Cricut yet. But that is a wrap on this video, you guys. Now, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you get the notifications when these videos go live over the next few weeks. One final thing, because I forgot to tell you, if you want to download this, we're going to come up to share and hit download. Now, the tricky part here is you need to make sure that you're downloading a PDF standard. Otherwise, if it by default it's a PNG, well, we don't want a PNG because that would be an image file. We want the PDF standard. You can flatten it if you'd like. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oops, don't go back there. Let's go back. You can flatten it if you'd like, but I don't generally. I just leave it as is. But yeah, that's it, you guys. That's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the way out and hit the notification bell to make sure you get all the notifications. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, toss them down in the comments below and I'll add them to the list. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.